Hello, good morning, and welcome to day one of Call of Cthulhu here on Vegeta Quinn's Cheap as Hell Games. I'm doing a day early today, but I am going to be preoccupied tomorrow, so I thought I would doing my start doing my schedule thing tonight. Shit. Just dropping my pop all over the damn place. No, it's in the can still, but the bottle fell. Alright, no harm, no foul. Okay, here we go. Enter madness. Loading profile, please wait, you motherfucker. Yeah, I started this game like new game. Uh, delete. Yes. Empty slot. Okay, Boston, 1924. Edward Pierce, a veteran of the First World War, drawn with his memories in liquor and sleeping pills. He is now a private detective who trouble finding a case able to lift him from his torpor. Pierce must find a new case quickly or risking losing his license. Yes, alcohol can I will do that to you. And so, enter madness. Okay, here we go. I find of his mercy. May the gods pity the man who is his callousness can remain sane to the hideous end. Makes me look up. Dude. Okay. To move, use L stick. And this is based off of tabletop RPG. Locked. Damn. Okay. There we go. I'm restarting to see my slave so my answer interact with them. Come with the darkness. I attack the darkness with magic missile. Yeah, I know. So, nope. It would kind of suck if I get killed right off the bat and so tutorials.
Hold along. Fate inescapably draws you on.
Game saved.
What a putrid offering.
Cthulhu, is that you?
Don't fight. You have been chosen.
Oh, good.
Behold. Everything has already been written. But perhaps you will attempt to change your destiny.
Hi there. Hi, good morning. Football practice. Oh,
I hate whiskey.
but yet you still drink it.
A good old story of blackmail in a speakeasy.
The bar owner who hired me didn't like the way I closed this case, but when you're already outside the law, not, oh, there's not a lot one can do against a private detective who got proof against you.
Natural sciences, linguistics, archaeology. I should get rid of all this stuff.
You should. Game saves. State Street. Oh,
Been a while since I jotted down something other than my nightmares.
Here's investigation agency. The doctor will repeat to me that I no longer need my remedy to keep my memories at bay. But I know if I stop, the memories will return. One of these mornings, I'll probably won't wake up. Despite the treatment, I again hear voices in my dreams, but they're different, unknown. They seem to surface from an unfathomable ancient depths. What nameless creature is calling me? Hello?
I'm listening.
Are you Edward Pierce, private investigator contracted by the Wentworth Detective Agency?
That's correct.
Hello, Mr. Pierce. I'm Lucy Sherifield, in charge of investigators over at Wentworth. I'm calling because of a problem with your file. A fire has destroyed some of our documents.
Is that right?
I'm so very sorry, but I have to collect your personal information yet again.
Okay, so 8CP. So, eloquence. Let's see. Eloquence represents your ability to influence the power of speech. Investigation. Hidden. Cultism. Spot hidden. That'd be good. And 2 more CP. Psychology. Medicine. Okay, release. Oh, here comes the rain. Do 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 do. Here comes the storm, and I say it's alright. Validates.
Thank you for this information, Mr. Pierce. Our files will soon be up to date. And on a related matter, may I raise a sensitive question?
What's wrong?
As you know, we wish to closely monitor the progress of our contractors. And it would seem you've been accepting fewer new cases.
Work is scarce.
Mr. Pierce, you know as well as I do, there's never been more investigative work than now.
But are those cases worth it?
They're worth not losing your license. Show yourself worthy of the Wentworth Detective Agency, and we might keep you on the payroll. Mr. Pierce, are you still...
Nope.
I'm coming.
Un momento, papa. Bang, ding, ding.
Sir, I came here on the advice of a person whom I hold in high esteem, and I must say that I expected anything but a drunkard's lair.
Oh, bitch.
You're free to leave anytime, sir.
Do you know to whom you speak?
Stephen Webster, industrialist and art collector. All of Boston knows you.
Tell me, Mr. Pierce, are you capable of handling a new case, or are you simply a deadbeat inebriate?
If you come to me, it means you're desperate.
Nobody believes me. They take me for an old fool. Sarah, my little girl, she is dead. Even you must know of her. She was Sarah Hawkins.
The painter? Yes. Everyone knows her work.
The police accuse her of killing her family. They all died in a fire. Sarah, her husband, and Simon, my grandson.
I can't do anything for a woman who is already dead.
Find out the truth. They say she was mad, but I know that's a lie. She would never have done such a thing.
But if you have no proof...
I've brought all that I have. Look. I want you to look carefully at this painting. Tell me all the assumptions that come to mind.
What am I supposed to find?
Tell me if this is the work of madness. Or if, on the contrary, you manage to detect some logic, a rationality to follow so that I may understand it.
Is that all you want from me?
Yes, please.
All right. I'll look at your picture. That's all you've got? The painting?
I placed a file on your desk. It contains everything I have on the affair.
Okay. Discovering objects. Okay, so this, like, I could level those up, which I probably will. The eloquence would be next, and eloquence and psychology.
A warehouse on Darkwater. Some sketches of the Hawkins family. Rather thin. What's this symbol on the man's chest? It's as if Sarah Hawkins breathed a message into it.
So, Mr. Pierce, what do you make of these elements?
You must tell me if what the police suggest about the mental state of your daughter is true.
No. Sarah had visions. Everyone knew that. She never would have hurt a fly. She only thought she saw things.
Saw things? What do you mean by that?
I never knew what she meant by that. My daughter was an enigmatic figure, Mr. Pierce. You must find out the truth about her life and death.
Her husband was a big deal on the island. But the police are sticking to the accident theory. Though they mentioned Sarah's mental state was fragile. I believe you are right, sir. This case is not as simple as it appears.
I am aware of that. I believe there is more to this case than just an accident.
Darkwater. Never heard of the place. Where is that?
It's a small, remote island off the coast of Boston. Sarah lived there with her son and her husband.
I suppose you want to ship me off there.
Darkwater holds the secret regarding my daughter, Mr. Pierce. You must uncover it.
The meaning could be exactly as it appears. I think your daughter is sending you a message.
That's what I believe, too. It was 3 months ago that I received the call from the police telling me of my daughter's death. And yet a short while after, this painting was delivered to my home. The painting is linked to this case, can't you see? You must find the meaning behind all this.
The sender's label mentions Warehouse 36.
That's right. It came with Sarah's last painting.
And you think your daughter could have been the sender?
That is what you must find out. Go to Darkwater. Find Warehouse 36.
I think I'm beginning to understand.
I'm willing to do anything for my daughter to recover her honor.
Quiet down. I'm on your side. Let's sum things up. An artist dies with her family in a house fire. Your only clue is a sort of promontory painting sent from Darkwater right before her death.
Correct. And the rumors about her supposed folly.
Which you don't totally deny.
Find that warehouse. Find out the truth regarding Sarah Hawkins' death. You'll be handsomely compensated.
All right, I'll take the case. I'll go to Darkwater and look into the death of your daughter.
Thank you, Mr. Pierce. I didn't expect any less coming from a man in your situation.
Something's queer. But it's not like I have a choice. Darkwater. I think I've got a book on the North Atlantic. I'll no doubt find some information on this island in there.
Clue. Okay, by Sarah, this painting depicts a macho silhouette, leading a woman and a child. Name's giving me. Okay, and nothing. Okay. Sanity. Nightmares as a veteran. Yeah, as a veteran of the First World War, yep. Learning, Learning of Medicine, Volume 1. Medicine progress. 22%.
The Wentworth Agency doesn't attract top-notch cases. I used to be an avid reader.
So I took an arrow to the knee.
Natural sciences,
Yeah.
linguistics, archaeology.
Nope, not taking the drink.
I wonder why I still take these things.
Yeah, there's a. I'm not going to drink. It's one of the. Whatchamacallits.
Married woman runs off with her girlfriend. The husband couldn't understand it. Darkwater is off the coast of Boston. But I've never heard of it. According to this book, it was often mentioned during whale hunting times at the end of the 19th century. But it seems to have been shunned since then.
Okay. So.
All I have to do is go to the port. I just hope that I can find a boat able to take me to Darkwater.
Oh, I think you'll be able to. Do I want that drink? No, I don't want the drink. I'm not going to. There's an achievement. Leave. The Sarah Hawkins case. Except. Okay, so Sarah Hawkins, 80% of players who played this game so far made it past Chapter 1. So, this is Chapter 2, the Darkwater Port. Pierce took the Hawkins investigation. The cursor artist is accused of having caused the fire that killed her and her family. And the only clue she left her father a disturbing painting on the shipping label, an address, a warehouse set in the docks of an island, dark water. It seems to be the starting point for Pierce's investigation. Loading, please wait, you motherfucker. Almost there. Enter Madness? Enter Madness. Home, yeah. Well, this won't count. Oh no, he's having a cigarette. He's not having a drink. So. Night studio. Actually, something studio before. And this one here.
Almost there.
Title card. Tell a story about a man named Good for long enough. Alright, looks like it's going to rain any time now.
Stay on board. There's guys coming to unload. Welcome to Darkwater Island, Mr. Pierce.
Why, thank you, Captain Fitzroy.
That's a cheery place,
So,
it seems like.
what wind brought you?
Does the Hawkins case mean anything to you?
A sad story that we would all prefer to forget. Charles Hawkins may have been a landlubber, but he was a good man.
And his wife, Sarah Hawkins.
A nice young woman, and a great painter. What a tragedy. You know what? Go have a drink at the Stranded Whale. What you need is a good pick-me-up. Mitchell may not be very welcoming, but his bar holds a surprise for you. As for me, you'll find me at the Harbor Master's office. If it's the Hawkins family that brings you here, I have a pile of documents that should interest you.
Understood. I'm going for a look around the docks.
Bar, up bread. Let's up bread. Let's see. Fritz room. What the?
Let the police do their work. Hey, Sullivan. Can't you go any faster? The same goes for you, sir. Move along.
I'm looking for this address. Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
Ah. And so who are you?
I didn't introduce myself. Edward Pierce, private detective.
In any case, it's not very important. I can't answer that.
You can't? Or you don't want to?
Oh, no. I'm not getting into those games, man. Now, please, allow me to do my job.
You can't understand. You're not sailors. It's a sign. There's something coming.
The blood is just beginning to coagulate. It died a short time ago.
I
Only
felt
a
it.
specialist would know what killed it.
That's no way to treat an omen.
Oh, yeah. He's gonna get us...
What could have done so?
Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy.
They're cops. They can't understand.
What do we have here? Looks kind of looking ominous. Let's go to the bar. I don't want to drink, but talk.
Hey, be careful. Let's get him another drink. He's dry.
In my bar, we don't serve troublemakers.
You saw what happened. He's the troublemaker.
Oh, you're a true man. You strut around with your la-di-da. You don't have what it takes to drink my whiskey.
I'm here for information.
I prefer it that way. Speak then. I reserve the right to answer or not.
Do you know where this place is? Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
The Hawkins warehouse. I see, yeah. If I were you, I wouldn't hang around there.
Why not?
First off, there are rumors. Sailors from around here say you can hear noises coming from the warehouse at night. Screams, that sort of thing.
Screams.
And that's not all. There's the fate of its owners and all the superstitions that go with it. But I'll say no more. Anything else?
I didn't expect to find alcohol on this island. What's the source of this miracle?
You mean who? Our source of supply wouldn't like me to betray them to the first comer.
I'll tell nobody.
She'd know it anyway. Anything else?
The stranded whale. I guess this bar has been here a long time.
What can I tell you? I'm a nostalgic sort of guy. The name, it reminds us of the golden age of dockwater, when our whalers left for long months and came back sweating and stinking of the oil and flesh of the whales they'd been hunting.
It was a tough time, all the same.
Ah, but steeped in glory. We've never known such wealth since then.
What can you tell me about her?
We all knew she was famous on the mainland for her paintings. Never understood why. Then, I don't want to speak ill of the dead.
Her vision. Was it so terrible?
Way I see it, the truth is really a question of point of view.
What do you mean by that?
Do you still trust the truth after a bottle of whiskey?
Her style made her famous. How would you describe it? Tortured?
Yeah, well, it wasn't normal. I mean, for a young woman with a child and all that. We saw them in the papers and we said to ourselves, who can paint such things?
Is that how she sees the world?
So they made you feel uncomfortable.
You need to see them for yourself. Make up your own mind.
I've got what I need.
Anything else?
Uh,
That'll be all for now.
Nightmares. Can hear things and voices whispering. Will follow its reader and appear at various locations, gifted with its own consciousness, until it finds a new reader.
The miraculous catch. Apparently, the most significant event of the last 80 years.
You have no right to treat us like this.
well, I'm not leaving just yet, so apologies. There we are.
Do you like our song?
We're true sirens.
We may not be pros, but we give it all we've got.
That's true. It's a reminder of the time when we were still fishing for whales off Darkwater Island.
I've never heard this song before.
Only people from here know it. It tells the story of the miraculous catch.
Which we
I
just
saw the newspaper clipping.
Oh.
You don't believe it, do you?
Watch what you say, young man.
That catch saved our island.
Ah. Where's the proof?
We're the proof.
Without it, the whole of Darkwater would have died of hunger in 1847.
It's true. Everything happened just as it says in the newspaper report. Our grandparents tasted its flesh.
And it was delicious.
What brought whaling to an end?
The whales, of course.
They all disappeared.
You exhausted the stocks.
You could say that, yes. There were fewer and fewer of them.
Until the last, the biggest.
The one of the miraculous catch.
Exactly.
I bid you farewell, gentlemen.
Good night, stranger.
So long.
Hi there.
What you looking at, stranger?
The clientele is predominantly male.
Tell me something I don't know.
I meant nothing by it. I'm just wondering what a woman like you is doing in this flea trap.
And I'm wondering what could be going through the head of the chump who goes to disturb her. Let me drink, stranger.
It's locked. So let's now. I suppose we should go to.
That's it. Maybe we should let him take it.
Cold. She won't
No,
stop asking.
the risks are too high. That again. It's a book, after all.
Charles Hawkins was a heavy drinker. And a debtor. Interesting.
So, for us. Just taking a look-see around here. See if there's anything of interest. Hello. Un momento, por favor. I'm taking the scenic route here.
A souvenir from a more prosperous era. I guess this blackboard hasn't been wiped for more than 70 years. Fishing equipment. Huh. Could do with some rust remover.
Use the John. Okay, there.
The Scylla. It finished up beached at the entrance to the harbor.
Volume 2. So, yep, why not? 2 points. So, once that raises up to 40, I get to skill level 3. Yes. Professional, amateur, professional. Oh, I have one CP so far. Lovely. Let's go psychology. Validate.
This man and Fitzroy could be twins.
Might be Fitzroy.
What a macabre souvenir.
Yeah. No. Let's go downstairs. And let's have a long discussion with the grid after I do this.
Broken. This place seems half abandoned. I wonder what Captain Fitzroy has got to say about this woman, Cat.
I've brought out the Charles Hawkins cargo manifests. They're on the table next to you. But in truth, you're likely to be disappointed. When you're done, come join me on the deck.
Okay.
These manifests are signed by Charles Hawkins, but that's all I'll get from them.
From here, I see everything that goes on in the harbor. The hard-working lives of my sailors, the fights at the stranded whale. Even the antics of these wharf rats don't escape me.
It's you who lays down the law around here.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. I'm just the last serving captain on Darkwater. Tell me what I can do to help you.
I'm looking for Warehouse 36. Do you know where it is?
Look, it's right there. The warehouse is opposite the jetty. You can't miss it.
Understood.
You know who the building belongs to, don't you?
It belonged to the Hawkins family.
Precisely. Ship owners from father to son.
I think that somebody here wanted me to search this warehouse. I found a threatening letter signed by a certain Cat.
What? I don't mind you visiting my harbor master's office, but I'd prefer if you didn't go through my affairs.
Are you being blackmailed?
Not exactly, no. That shyster wants to make us pay protection money.
With any success?
I wouldn't say that, but she terrifies my men as much as her own.
Can you not do anything to stop her?
Don't you worry about that.
I was looking at your photograph. The one of the man in front of the boat.
Ah, yes, I can see the one you're talking about.
Interesting resemblance. I thought it was you, but with a wooden leg.
And for good reason. That's my father in the photograph.
Your father?
John Fitzroy, captain of the Scylla. His wooden leg is here. You can go and see it if you're interested.
I saw it.
I'm just back from the wharves. The dead killer whale is unsettling the sailors.
Ah, yes. Us men of the sea are superstitious folk.
Killer whales don't have many known predators.
That's true. And normally, they're not found around here. But, you're gonna take me for a fool.
Give it a try.
Have you heard about the depths? Trenches that plunge into the earth and that shelter creatures unlike any other.
You're talking about mythology.
Indeed, you're right.
The police took the decision to put the killer whale back into the sea.
You've got to understand them. They didn't know what to do with it.
I think that was a mistake. Who says that whatever caused those wounds is no longer in these waters?
You think we should have kept it?
To look into the real cause of its death, at least. The miraculous catch. Is it a local legend?
Not at all. It's an episode from our glorious past. Go read the story of the sailor's return to Darkwater Harbor. It's displayed on a wall of the stranded whale.
Oh, I read it.
Your manifests have been blacked out. They're totally unreadable.
Yeah, I saw that. I've got no idea who did it or why. I don't remember having countersigned anything special enough for someone to hide it.
And why obliterate the dates, as well as the goods stored in the warehouse?
You mean that the dates have some meaning?
I'm surprised Charles Hawkins had goods to store, knowing that whaling stopped in 1847.
I see that you're interested in the history of our island. Indeed, maritime activities ceased altogether at the end of the last century. I imagine that the Hawkins family had other types of contracts.
But you don't know with whom?
No, it was none of my business.
I shall be on my way.
So come back and see me when you've got something new.
Gain 1 CP. Yay. Yeah. Okay, what do you do? I get up.
Prohibition is just a joke around here. That suits me fine.
Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy.
Where do you think you're going?
Who are these others so interested in the warehouse?
And why would I tell you?
You and I are on the same side of the law.
Oh, yeah?
You don't want to know the truth behind this case.
Are you saying our work was not up to snuff? Forget it.
I thought that the Hawkins case had been closed.
That's true.
So what are you doing on guard duty in front of this warehouse?
Who's asking the questions here, the cop or the tourist?
What more can you say about the death of the Hawkins family?
Not much more than what everyone knows. I wasn't on the case. They were all burnt to death, right? Up at their place.
The whole mansion went up in flames.
Don't get it into your head to go wandering around up there. It's dangerous.
What do you mean by that?
The only one left there is old Silas, and the accident has affected him badly. He can be unpredictable, especially if a stranger starts poking around the property.
Is he a danger to the public?
No, he's in his own home. Do yourself a favor. Leave him well alone.
Inside warehouse areas.
You live here?
Why did you do that, huh?
We saw what you did to St. Brendan.
Yeah, we'll teach you to come onto our island and ridicule our protector.
Uh-oh.
I've never heard of this saint.
But everyone knows St. Brendan, the Navigator.
He's the patron saint of whales and whalers.
What happened to the statue?
Go see for yourself. He's at the end of the jetty.
There's you, our beloved statue, and then those two bozos behind us. Wait, now that I think about it, it's got to be them. There's one of them who's always going back and forth to the statue.
Quieter. That's all we need for them to hear us.
What brings you to dark water?
That statue represents your local saint.
What do you mean by local, exactly?
You wouldn't be looking down at us, like all townspeople do.
St. Brendan. He protected whalers and fishermen like us. Until those assholes defaced him.
Peculiar house.
Yeah, that's where we live. Our boat.
It's not because it doesn't float anymore that we're going to abandon it.
Isn't it a bit early for alcohol?
We got nothing better to do anyway. There's not much work around here.
Fitzroy gives us a few chores every now and again, but since the whaling station shut down, ain't a lot of jobs left around here.
So we drink.
Turn.
The two guys behind you. What are they guarding?
The bootleggers. Scum.
They're protecting their territory. From whom, I wonder?
They really don't have a choice anyway. They're more scared of Cat than an attack by drunken sailors.
If only they would kill each other.
Is it Cat who's shaking down Captain Fitzroy?
Hold on just a minute. We didn't tell you a thing.
Nothing at all.
I've taken enough of your time.
We'll see you later.
I'm just exploring right now. Oh, hey, I could. Okay.
Damnation. I broke it.
Oops. Oh well. Must be that Saint, Saint Brendan, the Navigator.
St. Brendan, patron saint of sailors and travelers. Desecrated. I can't even say which language it's written in.
Yeah. I think my occultism went up. Nope, we're good. Okay, so. What kind of background? Oh, yeah, let's. Okay, do you have anything to say? No? Okay, then put on. Do.
Water, you shysters, you're crazy.
Cops, they can't understand.
Go down this way. Why? Because I can. That's why. I am exploring. Hello.
You saw what happened with those sailors. Don't hang around here unless you want trouble with the bootleggers.
I've seen the kind of messages their boss sends. You're not scared of her.
Of course I am. Everyone's scared of that woman. She's not interested in small fry like me. You, on the other hand, nose around too much, you'll have dealings with her.
This warehouse looks abandoned. Why does it interest them so much?
No doubt a question of territory, but I ain't asking. You want to know more, go ask the captain.
Good. Thank you. I shall take my leave.
Okay.
It looks like there's a way in under this grate.
No. Okay, it's Barnable's
This ratchet device seems to be usable.
Okay, so what do we have? Yeah.
A handle. It must come from these old winches. I could use this old winch to lift the grating.
Of the device, not the handle. Please. I think there's more. Let me see if I go down and see if I can find one. Oh, wait a second. Let's actually. I'm missing something. Okay, so. Wait.
A whale vertebra. If the newspaper clipping in the bar is true, this bone is a real fossil.
Let's see. Uh-oh. Alright, so there is something else hidden around here. Trying to find what it is. A whole nother can of worms. No. Okay, well, I'll figure the rest of this out tomorrow. Or, wait a second. Let's see. That's what it is. I'm not hidden item. Ah, aha. Yahtzee.
It should be possible to mount this cogwheel on the winch.
I just needed some light. Oh, and I got the cogwheel. Turn the handle.
Looks like everything is in its place. All that's left is to try to turn this handle. Damn, I broke it.
Oh. Well, it's worth a try. Oh, say I love you. These things happen. So, all just part of the game. Alright, well, I'm going to end it for the day. So, everyone, have a good...
Well. A little mouse has got lost on our turf.
Okay.
You're not only inquisitive, you're also stupid. What gave you the crazy idea to come onto my turf?
Your turf? That's news to me.
For a guy who has no idea, you've been doing a fair bit of poking around. My men saw you staking out the Hawkins warehouse.
Is that against the law?
I'm no idiot, Detective. I'll tell you how things work around here. I decide who comes in and who stays out. And anyone who doesn't respect my rules, I punish them.
Is your name Kat?
What of it?
Maybe we can come to an understanding.
Maybe. Or maybe not.
Oh, right in the ding-ding.
Get this joker out of here. He might have a little trouble walking on his own.
Oh, I'm getting careless. I didn't see that coming. If I want to get into this warehouse, I'm going to have to deal with her.
So, I got ended for the day. So, everyone, have a great day. Stay safe. If you wish to watch more videos like this, please go ahead under Vegeta Quinn Gaming under YouTube. Thank you so much for stopping by, and bye for now.